Greetings. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? All right. We are well into remotely rejected via willingly rejected kind of different places. So bear with us, and we thank you all for joining us. My name is Elizabeth McNabb, and I'll be sharing some things about my process today. Hopefully it won't be too boring. But I'm gonna I try to make things not boring, especially for myself. So that was a little short piece I did, and I call it Peacetime. I did a little series of these things I call peace times, and as opposed to time pieces. And sometimes I flip them and I'll call them time pieces, and that's PEACE. And the reasoning for that is because I feel like they kind of provide a glimpse into a moment that is, when you break it down, it's a lot bigger and longer and deeper than what it looks like as just a moment. So I like to use film and moving imagery. I call it moving images because sometimes I work through still images as well, and how they are able to be manipulated and moved. So that's one of the things that I work on, is sort of magnifying moments. And that was a little something. The music was by a dear friend of mine, and that's another part of this talk, is the music that goes along with a lot of my films are homemade. The songs are homemade. They're compositions. I either make them myself or use people for the camera, that the music that I heard in my head could come out for the visuals and actually make the visuals stronger, as opposed to me having visuals or liking a song and then wanting to add it. So add it to like my videos, you know, because I was inspired by it. There's so much that goes into that, and those songs weren't necessarily made for these videos that I was making. So I decided I was already making music, but I decided to start really recording it and producing it, and not going to school for it or anything. I just knew I had to do it. So here is something. I'm not going to go on too much. I'm going to let y'all see some of the stuff I'm talking about. So we're going to pull up another video here. Okay. I've got some shorts here selected. Now this was really something fun, that I was able to create something that was different than what I had been creating before, especially musically. So the music actually came first for this, and then someone helped me put together some of this footage. A lot of my footage, I don't really mirror myself. This one is different, however. So this is called Time. As well, the song is called Time. Aquí estamos. Let's go. I'm trying to get this thing to work for, feels like it. Before this, one of my friends said that sounds like what his mind sounds like. And I guess a lot of these songs, I'm gonna play a couple more if I have time. You'll hear they're different than songs for pop reasons or radio play or anything like that. They're more cinematic. So while they seem like music videos, the songs are really tone poems. A lot of them are in one key, very little, well, a few chords, but I usually sing and play things that are a bit more meditative, if I could say it that way. Okay, so let's move on. This was shot in Baja California, in Mexico, and the music to it I call Moon Rock, and it was one of the first songs that I recorded. Let's get to it. Here we go, Pacific. To tie certain aesthetics in for me. Okay, this is called Wild Treme, and I won't talk too much about it. This was shot at Jefferson Island in Louisiana.
The natives, some Moroccans, they used to life, pouring through, getting energy from your strife. That's where we used to heal, that's where we used to feel, that's where we used to. In the fire, in the fire, in the clouds, all the fire, yeah, yeah. In the
We don't need that. Universal struggle says everybody can't be a doctor, everybody can't be a king, everybody can't be a nurse, everybody can't be. You
And I use acoustic instruments as well. This is a short film that I made while I was in Mexico in 2018. This was the longest edit I've ever made, and I did it, well, one of the longest that I've ever done. I shot it all on iPhone as well as edited it all on iPhone. So I used iMovie for y'all wondering, and it was just another welcome challenge to me because I do a lot of traveling and I don't like things to be connected to me or to be carrying too much stuff. So less is more, and I find that it's a lot less intrusive when you're in places that you're kind of an outsider in and try not to stand out. So this is called With and Out, and you can find it on my YouTube, my personal YouTube. You just type in my name, Elizabeth McNabb, McNabb, and it should be right down there at the bottom of the screen. You got Cash App. We're all taking little donations. If any of you are so generous, we've all worked really hard on these technical skills that it takes to run something like this. So thank you to everybody donating in advance, to everyone. And yeah, we've still got a lot of stuff left today, so I'm going to get on with a little bit of it. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but just a few little clips here and there, okay? And I hope you enjoy this. And here we go. With and out. Another play on phrases, words, without, within, without. With and out. With and out. Here we go.
Un amanecer de sombras largas, un jugo dulce por naturaleza. Como cuando tengo hambre. He visto más árboles que personas y he escuchado tantos pájaros como bocinas en Buenos Aires. Lo único que no me aburre es el ruido del río y saber que voy conmigo. El descubrimiento curioso se diferencian. Soy todo lo que no digo y no estoy hablando de mí.
You know what I would like? I'd like a tree house up there. Come look at the moon. And it was like we could touch it. I'd rather have, look, if this was my world and this, if I had a choice. Okay, over here is people, things to do, nature, and over here I was a CEO, I had a chateau in France, one in Russia. You know which one I choose? Money to me is...
That is our little guide who just took us to the So with and out. This film is about 30 minutes long. Yeah. And it's a beautiful meditation. If you want to check it out. All of the music is original. And as well as the footage. So yeah. Guys, this is the end of my artist talk. I want to thank you all for joining us. We've got giveaways for the rest of the day. Stay tuned to our Willingly Rejected Instagram, our Willingly Facebook, our Willingly Rejected Burke, and he's got some cool music videos for us to share. So, without further ado, thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend.